Welcome back. How great were those looks we just saw? So we've covered what goes on the outside. Now let's talk about the inside. You've undoubtedly seen Dolvett Quince on his 7 seasons on NBC's The Biggest Loser. He's also a New York Times bestselling author, celebrity fitness trainer, and personal development expert with 20 plus years of experience empowering people to turn potential into strength. We're lucky to have him joining me to talk about tips for a healthy mind and body. Welcome, Dolvett.
Thank you so much, Dr. D, for having me. It was an awesome introduction.
So, Dolvett, you're such an inspiration and motivator. How did this all get started?
I think it just started from me getting over my own personal fears and realizing that I could climb out of any potential situation. It was only as powerful as I gave it power to be so. I learned at a very young age that I was very capable to maneuver past any obstacle.
When did you realize that you could take that and share it with other people?
It's interesting because I really didn't realize it at first. It was actually through the vehicle of fitness that I saw people's reactions, smiling, feeling good, gaining confidence. And I was like, wait a second, this sings to me in more than one way. It's satisfying me mentally, spiritually, emotionally. And then the core of it comes from physical transformation. So I knew early on when I started doing this, based on the reaction I gave people transformatively, this was transforming me. So I didn't want to let it go.
Wow. Now, I've heard that you use this term bookends for approaching your day. Could you explain that in a little more detail?
Bookends are starting your day and ending your day with you. I'm a huge advocate of self-love, and I hope more people dive into that. And essentially what it is that I'll set my alarm clock before anyone else in my house, or, and just wake up and find a private place for me to just meditate or pray or relax or, just focus on my goal for the day. And then I like to end my day the same way. I think sometimes we rush into our morning and then we kind of fall asleep or even sometimes rush into our bed or find, supplements or anything to kind of help us sleep. I think if you meditate and you put those same bookends on your day and your evening, it will be so transformative for you.
That's amazing. So a proper opening and a proper closing to each day.
100%.
How can we protect ourselves when it comes to over-pleasing others?
That's a symptom that I think a lot of people suffer from. I suffered from it early on, but then I had to learn that sometimes the best yes is saying no. And that just essentially means there might be a better opportunity on the other side of that no. And you don't always have to lend yourself to people because you tend to say, yes, yes, sure, yes, but you're sort of depleting your own personal growth. So yeah, that's what that means to me.
What do you recommend for fitness and healthy eating?
You got 2 hours?
Let's do it.
For fitness, right? For fitness and healthy eating, my advice is simply this. Make sure that you have a plan. I think oftentimes people just want it without a plan. If you have a plan, I'm going to eat here, here, and here in my day. I'm going to snack here, and then that takes care of the portions, or not the portion, but the timing of it. Be considerate of portion control. Be very specific. Repetition brings change. You have to be as repetitive with the way you eat as you are with your movement. And the benefits of movement: bone density, flow, health, heart rate, all these physical attributes are 100% based on how often you move. Movement helps in illness and cures and gut health and all these other topics that I won't dive into right now. But the importance of both of those things, what you eat and how often you move, is the perfect marriage to a better you.
Makes total sense, especially during the whole pandemic and we were all stuck sitting in one place, many times at home, and not going outside or walking around. Movement is so crucial, and the healthy eating. Great answer there. Tell us about your podcast.
My podcast is called Work Out the Doubt. Work Out the Doubt was a title I came up with because oftentimes I would help people not only just work out their bodies, but but directly work out their fears and help them again, physical is a vehicle into emotional and spiritual. It's sort of like if I can push my body, a lot of things surface. The podcast talks to individuals who have had success. And I think all of us at some stage of our lives have had some level of success, but then we decline. We fall from that success. My question, or the heartbeat of the question of the guest that I asked, how do you rise back up? So it's amazing stories and finding out from people their rise and fall in success and how do they get back to their true self.
Sounds fascinating. Thanks so much, Dolvett.
Thank you.
More to come after the break.